Ben, what do you do there at ConverSight? What's your role?
Yeah, so I'm a senior account executive here at ConverSight,
What does
and
that mean?
yeah, so
What do
I
you
I
do?
work I work specifically with clients to just evaluate the needs they're trying to accomplish. So what's their use cases, and how can we fit that to what ConverSight does, and especially regarding fishbowl clients. I've spent probably the last 3 years of my career here at ConverSight really focusing my efforts with fishbowl clients. So
It's our bread and butter right there.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, Fishbowl is a great platform, and how can we take that to the next level for them?
How long have you guys been in business? How long has ConverSight been around?
So we started at around 2018. So we've been around quite a while, really with this idea of how can we more easily empower a business user to get the data they want out of their existing data systems. And not everybody has a fully staffed IT or analytics team on staff. And so how can we make that easier for maybe those clients that don't have teams or the resources or even the time to really do that?
And what other software programs do you integrate with besides Fishbowl?
Yeah, so besides Fishbowl, we've got about 150 unique connectors. I would say any major ERP, IMS system. And then we do get into the financial systems as well. We think about quick ones, QuickBooks Online, or the QuickBooks Online, Zero, a couple other. Those are kind of the main ones that we do. Also, we start getting into like warehouse management systems and really any other data systems. And really what we see most often is if an organization is running, multiple systems, they have an IMS, they're running a financial system, they've got a WMS, and typically those live fairly siloed. And so how can we bring that all together and then have kind of a single spot that they can do all of their analytics needs in that one spot?
What would you say most of your customers use ConverSight for?
Yeah, I would say the majority of our clients, I would say like the top, I categorize like the top three use cases are probably the main ones. So one is just overall visibility, getting more flexible reporting, closely followed by our AI forecasting, and then helping them with inventory optimization. By far and wide, those are our top three. And out of those top three, I would say 90 to 95% are looking for all three.
No, for sure. So I got super excited about 2 weeks ago. Has it been a couple? Yeah, it's been a couple weeks around there when I went over to Fishbowl to pay him a visit. And I talked to Cade there. I also talked with Hera. They both showed me what you guys have been up to lately with
Yeah,
Fishbowl.
fun news coming out.
Yeah, and that's kind of what inspired this recording. I feel like people should know, and not just what you're doing right now, but I'm pretty excited about what's coming and what's already in place, I think is pretty darn exciting too. So
Yeah,
let's talk about that. Let's also look at what's currently in place with you guys and Fishbowl.
yeah, absolutely. I can pop out into what we've been up to.
For those of you that are currently using Fishbowl, you might have seen some new screens in Fishbowl if you've updated lately. And you're probably wondering, what's this? So I think we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so excitingly enough, with our portfolio of Fishbowl clients that we worked with, we went back to Fishbowl and said, hey, how can we make this part of the Fishbowl experience? And so we came out with some tiers of how we can get ConverSight to work well with our Fishbowl clients. And so we went to Fishbowl's product team and we built some awesome plugins that come out, and we've created a couple out of the box analytics solutions. One is more of a forecasting tier, and then we also do have where we start getting into those predictive insights, recommendations to really help guide an organization in what decisions are going to be best and help them reinforce those decisions.
I wasn't surprised at all when I saw that because, we've known each other for a while, and
Yep.
that's something that has attracted me to your software is the forecasting analytics, especially powered by AI, allowing the small business owner to make forecasting predictions. And then, of course, use that to help them make purchasing decisions, informed purchasing decisions. Now, what Cade showed me, I think it was Cade that showed me this while I was visiting Fishbowl, is a report builder
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
So
That
we here at Brandow Consulting, we do a lot of custom reports for Fishbowl users. Have been doing that for years and years since we started 10 years ago. Well, no, it's been 12 years ago. So this is pretty exciting. One complaint many Fishbowl users have is the report platform that Fishbowl has been using this whole time. To counter that complaint, the platform is pretty much unlimited, right? So it might not be user friendly, but it's super unlimited to what can be done with iReports and Jaspersoft. That's the
mhm.
platform Fishbowl's been using for so long. Yeah, when I saw basically a report builder powered by your software inside of Fishbowl, or like fully integrated with all the tables and fields of Fishbowl, you can imagine my thrill. That was
Yeah.
pretty exciting.
And even for myself, I work in analytics and build reports, and I work with a software that builds reports. But when we think about how people are traditionally doing that, that typically goes over my head. I feel like I'm a good representative person of a business user. I want to know, I just want these columns, just put it into a report. And so in that Explorer functionality that we've created really gives that business user that ability to kind of build it on their own. They don't necessarily have to go out to Fishbowl and get a custom report. They can just do this at the speed and that they need to really get this done.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is you're highlighting the tab Insights, and
Yeah, it's
looks like some standard reports, stock values as of yesterday. The demand forecast is trending up in the next period compared to this period. It's kind of some AI language, it looks like.
yeah,
And so some examples, and then you mentioned Explorer. If you click on Explorer, is that basically where Fishbowl users can build their own queries?
yeah,
'Cause this is the
absolutely.
Okay, so this is the area that Cade showed me. And what's over there on the left-hand side? You've got calculated fields, forecasts. Are these some that have already been built?
Yeah, so
Okay.
So these are ones that we've built out. So if we think of an organization that may want to start building some of those reports, we can click into any of these. So maybe I just wanted to get an idea surrounding, what do I have that's aging? I could come in here, select, an item description. We want to see what items we're looking at, what that aging is looking like. And then also, when was the last time we actually used that? So we can select those fields. Obviously, if we want to look at a certain time period, we can utilize the filters here. And then also in the example, last date used, do we want to see that on a monthly period? Do we want to see that on a weekly period? How in detail do we want to get? We have all of those ways to get that granularity. And then we can actually utilize the arrow here at the end, and it creates that report for us. Now, the system is automatically generating a report, but not everybody likes to see reports the way that I want to see reports. So we could utilize our more visuals. Maybe I'm a little old school. I just want to see this in a table. We can select different views that we want to have all right here within the platform. Obviously, we have the ability to add different columns. And
Yeah,
then
show us
really,
that. Show us that. Show us the ability to add another column.
yeah, so this is all, most Fishbowl users that I chat with are very familiar with how we can add like calculated values. Same thing here. If we wanted to add like duration in days, that's where we're looking. So we can add those in if we choose.
And then the formula down there, you can select the formula. So where
Yep.
can we like click and drag a field from a table, a Fishbowl field from a Fishbowl table, and add it to a report?
Yeah, so all of those tables are going to show up right here on the left-hand side.
Okay.
So when you hop in, all your tables from Fishbowl are going to be listed here.
So
And
in the
this might
demo
be,
we're looking at right now, they're not listed, but
yeah, so
you're saying maybe
obviously,
in a different demo. I know how demos go. Sometimes we don't have it set up the way we thought, and I'm blindsiding you with questions that we didn't coach. Just so you know, this is not a
Yeah,
conversation. This is live
right.
stuff here. So what you're saying is when ConverSight is fully integrated or fully plugged into Fishbowl, we're going to see all of Fishbowl's tables over there on the left-hand
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. So we've identified, I think, and Lance, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's like 700 some tables that we can utilize within
Gosh, I don't
Fishbowl.
know. I don't know, but
It,
you're
yeah,
probably right.
it's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
So we've identified the most common ones used
Okay.
across, sales, work orders, inventory, manufacturing, distribution, and we've identified, I think there's 50 to 70 that we're pulling data from.
Okay.
And so all of those are listed there on the left-hand side. Obviously, we're working with a demo data set, and I don't have a live Fishbowl environment that we're
Totally
connected to
fine.
that's rolling.
Totally understandable. Yeah.
And so you'll see some more on there. And then, this may be for another video. There's going to be a cool revamp to this Explorer just to make it even easier for users to then create reports using the Explorer.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser.
Yeah. And also something we noticed is, earlier I said ConverSight is now inside of Fishbowl, branded Fishbowl. And obviously we're not looking inside of Fishbowl right now. We're seeing more of an outside portal. But that kind of brings me to another feature that this offers Fishbowl users is a portal. So this has been a limitation at Fishbowl for years and years and years, right? Is providing their customers with a portal. And Fishbowl is a wholesale distribution software at its core, at its inception from 20 years ago. That's how it started, right? It started out as a wholesale distribution software. And so it's been its strongest aspects have been wholesale distribution all along, naturally, right? And so comes with wholesale distribution is the need for like a B2B portal for customers to go in there and see their data filtered just for them and see orders or maybe even create orders. Now, I don't know where you're at yet with the development and the connection, but
Yep.
I'd love to talk about that. And maybe if you have something to show us in that regard, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So we've seen that being accomplished a few different ways. One, we've seen that in particular organization, I see this more in like the 3PL space where they have a particular customer, they need to see what inventory they have at that 3PL. So they want to give them access. So instead of going through the process of sending the 3PL the email, then the delay there, and then an email back, and that's kind of that insanity loop of we want to do that. One, we could schedule a particular report that's filtered by their specific SKUs that they want to keep track of. I've also seen organizations that will provision a login for their ConverSight instance to where they can just log in and take a look at things there. Now, I've also seen where organizations are given a login to their ConverSight and they're actually able to place a sales order directly within that. In our Fishbowl tiers that Cade was mentioning, that's a little more on our custom side, but we do have Fishbowl users that are utilizing that. So it's a way they can get in, see what inventory they have. If they have a specific set of SKUs that they want available to that particular customer, they can go ahead, select what items they want, then we can push those back. Not something that we see too often, but a few different ways that we've seen that being tackled.
Yeah, so I'm taking that's not something we're prepared to demo right now, but we can at least talk about it. And you can confirm that yes, that is something in place, and is
I do know it's something in place, not something part of our like out of the box packages that we have. So definitely something that we can do.
Yeah, and my understanding is current Fishbowl customers are just going to get some basic new teasers, if you would, some basic new features in their software that they're going to see. but also they can go to their account executive or account rep and say, can I upgrade
Correct.
and get more of these features? And so if you're watching this video and you're saying, oh, okay, well, go call your account rep and ask him or her what's available. Now, not everything is available yet. There are plans to make more and more things available. Okay, so if you're still watching this, you're either an operations geek or you're just letting it run in the background, or this was super helpful and you were glued to the screen the whole way. That's what we do here at Brandow Consulting is we help you decide what software is right for you. So don't hesitate to reach out. And please, please, please react to this video. That tells YouTube that people like this video or if it was beneficial. Any type of reaction, YouTube says, oh, we'll let other people know about this video. So the commenting, please comment, subscribe, you know what, whatever kind of reaction you can come up with, react to this video. And we greatly appreciate it. Click the link below, come to our website, fill out a contact form. I'm Lance, inventory software expert since 2006. And we have a lot of other videos like this for other software programs as well.